So we're going to do some roller exercises, and so what I would like to do is take you through a variation of exercises, and then we can turn it into a workout. So in this section I'm going to go through the instructions so you know how to do the exercises, and then later you can go over to move with me next level and we'll put it all into a workout. So let's get started. Okay, so actually what I'd like to do is show you how to get on the roller, but before I even start that, the roller that we're using is 15 centimeters in diameter, and I think it's 90 centimeters long, and you can purchase them from us for $45 plus shipping. So send us a message. We don't have a little shop icon yet where you can go and click on it, so just send us a message and let us know you would like to purchase one. So the easiest way to get on a roller is to sit right on the end, making sure that your feet are flat on the floor, placing your hands either side of the roller and just roll your way down. And so this is exercise in itself, because your whole body is switching on to balance you on the roller. And don't be afraid to put your hands down to stabilize yourself. So this is the first step of being on a roller. And so making sure that your rib cage is nice and flat on the roller. You can actually feel right from the top of your spine, the connection of the spine all the way down to your sacrum, that you're connected with the roller. I want your knees hip distance apart. I want your feet facing forward. This is a really stable position. Now, this stretch that I'm going to show you is one of the most relaxing stretches, and you can stay in this stretch for as long as you want. It's a great way to finish the day. It's even a great way to start the day. And so the stretch that I'm talking about is the sunbather stretch. So basically, you're just letting your hands, your arms, stretch out beside you. Now, if you've got limited range of movement, you're really tight across the chest, you've got still got limited range of movement through your shoulders, you can use, I have a towel here, one that I prepared earlier. You can use a towel or a pillow. So see how you go, but when you do that stretch, for the shoulder that's a little bit restricted, you've got that towel or pillow there to rest on, but you're still able to open up your chest. You're still able to stretch out your pec muscles. And so, and then this is where we can do our pelvic floor as well. So breathing in, you're relaxing your pelvic floor, and then on the breath out, you're tightening everything, you're drawing up your pelvic floor, or just nice relaxed breathing. Take this opportunity to relax and open up your shoulders. So that is the sunbather stretch. Next, we're going to do some stabilizing exercises. This is the overhead over reach. So having practiced this for a little bit, feeling nice and stable, if you want to stabilize yourself, put your hands down and breathing in. On the breath out, draw up your pelvic floor, tighten everything, and I want you to, actually before we go to the overarm reach, we're going to do some shoulder protraction, retraction. And so when you do that, you can actually feel your upper abdominal switching on, you can feel your serratus anterior. And so if you don't know where your serratus anterior is, these muscles, if you have a look at an athlete, male athletes in particular, who are absolutely ripped, you will see these muscles that come down through the side of their rib cage. That's your serratus anterior, and we actually have those. And so they're part of your shoulder stabilizing muscles. So stabilizing through hips, rib cage nice and flat on the roller, taking your arms directly up, shoulder width apart, directly above your shoulders, and this is an isolated movement. So you're just getting your shoulder blade muscles, which are your rhomboids at the back there, squeeze them together and then push them out. Squeeze them together and push them out. And when you come back down, when you've squeezed them together, you can really feel your abdominals tightening. So I want you to do that 10 times. And so once all this is switched on, and you've done a few of those, you've done 10 of those. Okay, breathing in, relax through your pelvic floor, breathing through your abdominals, breathe out, draw your pelvic floor up, tighten across your lower abs. And so you're tightening through your upper abdominals, squeezing through your shoulder blades. And this is a controlled movement. Take your arms over your head, keeping your rib cage down, and then control that movement back down. And then coming back up. And back down. Okay. Have a break. Have a breath. And then breathe out again. Switch everything on. Isolate those shoulder movements and then come back up again. Okay, so you can do 10 of those as well. Next, we're going to take the theraband, and if you don't have a theraband, you can use a rolled up towel. Here's one that we prepared earlier. Okay, let's start with the rolled up towel first. I'll roll that up nice and neatly again. Okay, so not everyone's going to have a theraband. So we're also putting a pack together which will include a theraband. So we'll let you know, through the closed Facebook group when that's going to happen. So it's a really handy thing to have. We can edit.
Wait. Okay, go, sorry.
All right, so if you don't have a TheraBand, and I'm just about to go into this in a second, you can use a rolled up towel, and a rolled up towel comes in handy for so many reasons. All right, so hands are still shoulder width apart. You've got your rib cage flat on the roller. You've got your shoulders retracted. And then you want to take your arm, one arm back, and then come back to the position. Take the other one back. So you're actually using your diagonals to stabilize yourself and isolate the muscles. So it's not as easy by doing it with the TheraBand, because you want to keep this other hand stable, because your towel's not stretchy, but this gives you an idea. So I'm just going to put that back down there and take up the TheraBand. So the TheraBand comes in different colours. The yellow one is the lightest resistance. Then it goes red, green, blue and black. So I like to work with yellow and red to start with, and then it's something to work up to. So setting yourself up again, taking the TheraBand in between your thumb and your fingers. Never wrap the TheraBand around your hands, because that restricts lymphatic flow. Okay, so get a bit of tension in that TheraBand. Actually, that's going to be a nice stretch. So a little bit of slack to start with. Okay, so rib cage, nice and flat on the roller. You're nice and stable through the hips. Your feet are keeping everything nice and stable. Shoulder blades together, and then take a breath in. Set yourself up. One arm back. This hand stays where it is. So we're using a little bit of resistance in that theraband and coming back down. I'm going to give myself a bit more so I can go back, and setting yourself up again, and take your arm down. And I'm going to do one more on each side. So you can really feel it through your triceps as well. But it's a nice shoulder isolation movement. Okay, coming back through. Okay, so that will do. Let's take a little break off the roller because we've been down there a fair bit, and I'm going to explain what you can use if you don't have a roller.